Rider bombs with Tinker. All right. I mean, what do you think, man? Was that just like am I getting way too overzealous about a terrible pickup here?
Oh, Life Stealer, they have Bat Rider to combine him with
Yeah.
his ulti, and that's it.
Yeah.
Not very common. Life Stealer, we talked a bit about Life Stealer against Lone Druid matchup. Lone Druid is just so stronger.
He's
Plus,
strong.
you have a Vengeful Spirit who gives aura, can swap people out of Lasso, the one who's getting focused by Lifestealer. And I think
10
lane's gonna
seconds
be
remaining.
2-1-2 for Team Onyx. Just have Nyx Assassin and Undying
5
on
seconds
bottom, just
remaining.
harassing a bit
Yeah,
to
it
give Nyx
seems.
Assassin some early levels he needs because that tri-lane is really deadly coming out from SG Esports.
We'll see how the lanes end up
Prepare for
developing
battle.
here as we get underway. People just tuning in, welcome. It's game number 2 of our second series of Day 5 American Qualifier action. SG Esports and Onyx battling it out. One will be eliminated, one will move on into the playoff phase. We already have Team NP, Complexity, and Digital Chaos waiting in those playoffs. Will it be Onyx? Will it be SG Esports, the last team to represent South America here? All the others have disbanded and ran away. I mean, I wish I was lying. But we'll have to see. It's feeling pretty stacked. I gotta say, and maybe I'm biased because I cast a lot of American Dota. It's how I got started. But I remember where it started, and to feel like a point where we'll get to those 4 teams, and then you also include a team like Wanted. That's like 5 teams. I think that could take games off each other, and are flirting around that tier 1 to tier 1.5 mark. It puts America, I feel like, in a better place than it was before.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Well, we'll actually see Dubu on Undying. I don't like when players
30
like him,
seconds
for
to battle.
example, play heroes like Undying. That hero is not Earth Spirit. That hero is
Yeah,
not something that requires a lot of skill. He's just
yeah,
harassing people with Decay, using Soul Reap, Tombstone. Kind of boring.
yeah. I
You
feel the
just need
same
some.
way when they do that with like Jarix too. When they give him,
Yeah, the worst part at the Dota pit is I think when we together saw it
The
when they
battle
gave Jarex
begins.
Ogre. It's like a
yeah, that.
waste.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Such Earth
huge
Spirit
waste.
talent, and then they get stuck on an ogre. It could have been because of the bans in that given game, let's say, but it is unfortunate. It's a wasted bit of work there. But sometimes you need an ogre. Sometimes you need someone to be there and hit that dumb button over and over and over again to give people bloodlust. And it will be, maybe game winning because of it. But in this game, we'll see how the Dubu Undying is. We already know the objectives of all those other 4 positions that we love to watch because they're so cool and flashy and they got crowd pleasing maneuvers, but what do they want to do with the Undying? I know Undying to be like helpful in being lane dominator. Like back in the day of like Spectres being a big problem, you'd see a lot of Undyings look to be in the lane and bully and take it to them. Are we going to see a bit of the same thing here? Or what are you hoping to see the Undying
Well,
do?
this is classic Jimmy move. Placed the lane ward. They want to come out of the forest to surprise one hero who tries to
Oh goodness.
come out and harass. It's gonna probably be a first blood.
If all goes well.
Oh, look at Kingard. He's trying to pull the creep wave, and Rubik wants to pull the mid wave.
Oh, double lane pulls. I see what's happening, but I want to see if this gank works out or not. I'm afraid the second I look away, I'm going to miss it here. 40R does
Uh,
have the tower pretty close, but yeah, as mentioned, nearby King RD is doing the pull to the tower, and Rubik got the ancient pull in the mid lane, too.
yeah, a lot of XP denying for Team Onyx. They don't want Nyx to get level 2, that's why they're gonna go right now.
Yes, they
Just
are, and they got lots of stun and firepower to do it. They were already like so close and crowded around him. It only felt like just and eventually they were going to strike. They get their strike, and already they're going to do a little bit of a change up here. Demon has now popped up to the top lane now and will assist Mason. And his matchup against Batrider, which is pretty tough.
yeah. Abed is in forest again, tried to farm. At least killed one creep. Now he's back to the lane, used shrine.
Are
He
we?
has tough time against Tinker.
Yeah, this is not good. You're losing out on creeps. They're being taken away from the Rubik. Some may say this is a dirty tactic. I don't know how long it will be in the game. If it's going to be a part of the game forever, it's an advantage for Radiant. I mean, both of those things are like Radiant-only
Yeah,
advantages.
it needs to be fixed.
uh,
At least give one to the Dire.
I mean, that SG are like, we want to win, and we're going to do whatever is necessary in this ridiculous laning phase to get it. Dubu being
If
bullied a bit here up in the bottom lane. Open Wound's going to be committed from 40R. King RD steps in with the split earth, but only going to find connection on the Bulba, and this fight will be over.
Do you think if SG, I didn't see it because I wasn't even in game, if they won flip coin? If they did, they probably went for Radiant,
Oh,
so,
yeah, I would
so they
imagine
can do all
so.
these pooling things.
I actually didn't see. I want to say it's likely, though, because Onyx won the choice in the first game, but we'll never know because they started the game so freaking fast. But here, bottom lane, a stun, a decay, a rip, and 40R's got to get back. They are taking over. That is a winning lane right now for Onyx. Lifestealer still being at the disadvantage of being alone. Where are supports from SG? Here they are, top lane. Those two knuckleheads that were working with the lane and messing with it have made their move on the Demon, and they're going to be successful. Okay, then.
A good rotation. Lone Druid even picked up Magic Stick, which is always a must-have
The cost.
against Batrider.
40
Yeah,
yards in trouble in the bottom lane. They are diving behind the tower going for him. But there are rotations coming out. Are they going to commit to go for the finish? They are. But there's the lift. There's the throwback. There's King RD showing himself. The Edict doing a bit of work here. But they're able to get the Rubik down. They turn around with enough decays. I'm sure they're going to have fun with that one. Stacking up that he has got 24 going and is feeling pretty damn nice.
as you saw, Ember Spirit on mid, he just put two levels in Flame Guard and just saves one. So if he like tries to run away, he can maybe dodge a rocket with Sleight of Fist. So he was just saving a point. Now he has one in Searing Chains, again saving 1 point for that stuff.
Bat Rider's in trouble, gets rooted up, and then Demon shows himself with a magic missile. Demon gets taken down in the bottom lane, but he's able to get right back into action there. Now 40R here, no more mana. Hit with the rip, a couple of pump fakes from Bulba, but no hard commitment on for the stun. Lesh and Rubik nearby looking for the counterplay. Carapace will reflect back the stun. The Tombstone's down. They are going to be able to take it. And Bulba will also get dropped. Now it's going to be Dubu on the retreat. He doesn't have any more mana. They're going to get good connection with the split earth, and there's the finish. SG Esports get a couple of kills in the bottom lane and even this game up 3-3.
Yeah, meanwhile, Tinker on mid lane, 30 CS against 13 on Ember Spirit, who is in jungle again. Just using some flask until he gets his bottle up. He needs to play carefully.
And it looks like for the first time in a while, Bulba will get a lane to himself, which is C4T trying to find some solo XP nearby. 40R will make his return, but this poor little Lifestealer is still just a fresh little level 5 and trying to finish out his phase boots here. Compare that over to Mason, level 6. And, well, uh-oh. I almost thought I was about to cast or curse Mason there as Tava was advancing, but looks like Tava will pull off. He's close to level 6, but not till he gets that lasso are we going to be able to see him try to set anything up. And you know, as far as blink timing, it's a bit early to say as far as if it's going to be better or worse than what we saw in the previous game.
I'm gonna say it's 14-minute blink dagger.
14-minute, huh?
Yeah. Write that down.
I'll try to remember. My hands are full. I'm doing camera and all this other stuff. You write it down.
Tinker is having a game of his life. Easy game for him.
Oh, yeah?
40 CS. He's 700 gold away from Boots of Travel.
That sounds like a pretty damn good game, actually. I would imagine the Rubik helped him quite a bit through the laning phase. He's going to be able to get those boots of travel sooner than you think. I bet on the other side, you know, he's hoping for normal boots here soon, which he's getting close to. Bulba, look at this guy. He is Vendetta now, so let's see what kind of plays he can set up here to turn things around for the team. They're thinking about making
they know
a
where
full cut.
Tinker is. He's being pinged out on the map. Radiant using scan. They see the Nyx assassin is missing bottom. He's level 6, so they know what he's trying to do. The highest priority is Tinker. Just deny that Boots of Travel as much as they can.
But as Bulba rolls in, as mentioned, the scan comes out. It looked like it caught him just briefly. And Demon is going to make things a bit more clear for Onyx as he steps forward and drops down the ward just behind the tower. But obviously, SG going to be playing that super safe around that lane. 40 Ardo knows he can really go into some serious farm in the bottom lane in the meantime. This is a recovery period for him from what was a difficult laning phase.
Yeah, Jimmy just placing a ward behind tier 1 tower. They want to play safe, secure the tier 1 tower at any cost. So.
Laser's going to be shared here, but it will be Abed picking up the double damage rune nearby. Taking the wave with him, he'll be able to clearly cut it down, and then takes his business elsewhere to go back to his bit of farm. How's Batrider doing? 1200. He's working his way towards your 14-minute quota. Not too shabby there. A D ward from King RD in the mid lane, too.
I was expecting a kill on Batrider. It's going to be earlier if he doesn't die.
So now you want him to die so that your prediction comes true? Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly.
Oh, okay, okay. No bias here, please. Well, we'll see if the Batrider is able to kind of keep his composure and be able to stay away from further trouble. Mason is not shying away at all from that top lane even after taking that tier 1. Feels pretty confident with the assistance of that demon-placed ward to be able to stay there and farm as long as possible. And for Dubu, you know, they did their job, they did their duty in that bottom lane to really take it to the lifestealer. But ever since then, now he's kind of continued to hang around here, solo farming a bit, obviously trying to get towards his level 6. But where does the Undying go for from here? Like, what's his placement within this team?
He's maxing Tombstone, which is the kind of build I like the most on Undying. So he has a TP. He's TPing right now. They want to go for mid tower.
Yeah, there's already a breakout happening here. Abed and King RD up in arms. It is going to be the Abed getting the better of this one. Demon very close to being dropped from the laser there. Carapace done as Tavo rolls forward. Rockets will continue to fly out, but they're not going to be able to get the finish on anyone from the side of Onyx. One victim is going to be Lesh.
Boots of Travel up on Tinker. 250 gold for Batrider to get his Blink Dagger. Not bad, not bad.
Oh, Mason is showing up to the bottom
Meanwhile,
lane.
on bottom.
He's trying to show 40R what a real core looks like at this point in the game, and is able to kind of scare him back a bit. And there's more coming down here too. Demon showed up. He has an Invis rune. Bulba, I was just going to mention, probably going to go into his Vendetta in a second.
Oh,
and they are
strike. But it's a bit late.
Yep, he dies right away. And that is going to be 2 straight takedowns on poor little King RD. Now it's going to allow Onyx to just segue themselves into a tier 1 takedown in the bottom lane. And I don't imagine SG are going to do anything to defend it. Rubik's running in. I guess with 40R hanging by the tower, they want to stay close. Well, they got a nice ward down, so they can see Onyx now.
What did he steal? Mana burn? Not a best place.
Yeah,
not
that
a best spell to steal.
Not at all. Okay, Bat Bomb with a blink.
Bat Bomb, there it is, 11 minutes.
Let's go.
It's a good timing.
It's a go timing.
Tavo.
Okay, come on, SG.
Time
Can
to
they do
go.
it? They're looking for the jump. There's the wave. Onyx are running. Tavo goes. There's the jump. There's the bomb. It's on Demon. Carapace comes out. They're able to get the quick burst. Now the fall from Nyx is going to be there, and Dubu trying to run. Drops the Tombstone, which is going to get quickly handled. But they're still going to think about pursuing here. Tavo makes the committed jump in. Ooh, has to avoid the bear. And they pull off. It's a takedown of 2. I would say a worthy debut of the Blink Dagger. But
Yeah, this time, this game, good initiation with Batrider. Last game, they kind of struggled to get good lassos up. Okay, Rubik has a Tombstone level 3 right now, so I think they can just try to force one more fight. Probably gonna let bottom tower fall because they don't have... okay, they have lasso up again, so lasso wasn't even used last fight. Smoke coming out, so they're gonna defend it, my bad. With Tinker TPing, they can def it.
let's see if they do. 40R dances around the tower. Demon's nearby with the swap. But as he thinks about doing anything, he's going to get hog tied up and pulled right back in and under the tier 1. Onyx have made the call to run. Can they make it away? Savage Roar helps creates the bit of space, but they've already embarked on their journey, and it's going to be the Leshrek right in the mix. Going to be quickly taken apart. 40R, though, puts his focus onto Bulba. Can he get the finish? Bulba tries to turn back, is able to get off the stun in the end, and it's going to be the takedown of 40R. This fight has turned right back in the favor of Onyx. Just too much for SG to really fight into, it looks like, with so much to deal with. Abed shows up, debuting his own in the Veil Discord, and SG may have been a bit overwhelmed.
Yeah, with a Veil and so much to focus on, Tombstone plus Spirit Bear, Nyx Assassin, Carapace, there's a lot of to focus on. Plus, they didn't remove Ember Spirit's Flame Guard. Plus, if you check the movement of Ember Spirit and how he goes for Searing Chains in team fights, it's really just amazing. Really amazing player overall. This Abed guy, I'm really starting to love him. Like, he uses one Remnant to just position himself so he doesn't miss a Searing Chains on Onyx.
Yeah. That's ridiculous. I mean, Abed, we know, is already a pretty stellar player, but can you calm down? You're going to get me a bit jealous, all right?
All right. I still love you more than him.
Thank you.
So.
Well, let's see as bottom lane, a jump in commitment from Tavo will award him a snipe lasso onto Dubu. Dubu's fine. He'll tank the gank. He had just been simply split pushing and creating space for the rest of his team, of course. Mid lane is where Onyx are looking to add the pressure. It's on this tier 1. Fortification will come out. Nice little roar will send 40R back into packing. And Onyx quickly avoid any further trouble.
Well, if you look at Undying, he has Hand of Midas in Quick Buy, plus he is level 8. So imagine when he gets that Hand of Midas, actually, plus level 10 talent tree, 90 gold per minute. It's just gonna be rubbing his hands.
So rich.
Give me money.
Money. And next thing you know, he's putting together that Agnum Scepter, all the durability and utility you could ask for. Late game is nothing you want to really get into here going against Onyx. So pressure's on SG to kind of be able to have a good power spike or some sort of power peak or something to be able to get the upper hand and hold of it. Here comes Onyx, though, looking to make their own mark. They step in. Tombstone leading out this party. 40R trying to rage up on the other side. Bat jumps in. Is welcome from McCarapace stun. The Remnants fly forward, and Abed goes to work as he slashes apart. Now King RD, easily handled there. Abed with the double, and SG cannot really do anything to counter back in this, and they're going to have to just totally step away and wait for their own opportunity to try to take a fight.
Yep. SG just needs to calm down. Onyx is so much stronger at the moment. When they drop the Tombstone, they try to focus it, they fail, and it costs them losing 2 or even 3 heroes. Plus, Ember Spirit can just roam around freely if there's no lasso. Plus, Lone Druid as well on top of that. One thing to say, Nyx Assassin, if you look how other players skill Nyx Assassin in terms of items, a lot of them like to go for, let's say, Hand of Midas, whatever. This game, it's very optional. Because Blink Dagger, they lack initiation besides Ember Spirit, but they want something to start the fight, and you can't start the fight always with Vendetta, so Blink Dagger a good choice, and it's gonna be this survivability. Nyx Assassin that goes in. He has a quick buy Yule Scepter, so he can do whatever he wants in team fights.
For at least the past 2
Dire's
minutes,
top
it
tower
seems,
is under
we've
attack.
seen SG smoked trying to get a hold of anybody from inside Onyx territory, but it seems like
Dire's
whether it was
structures are
spotted or
fortified.
not, Onyx had the idea of what was
Dire's
happening and
top
were just
tower is
nowhere to
under
be
attack.
found and doing work elsewhere, building up their own farm, a bullet
Dire's
dodged
top
if you
tower
call it,
has
but
fallen.
SG will at least take the tier 1 in the top lane. Obviously not what they were hoping to get when they came on this little adventure, but something they'll have to settle for. HFN, the fingers, whether they're going to be cramping or not, he's going to have to continue to go to work. He's got a lot of leg work ahead of him to just make sure these lanes are, just away from their half of the map.
Yeah, Tinker. I wonder what he's gonna buy with that Staff of Wizardry. Doesn't have anything in quick buy.
Is it Dagon? I mean,
I
one
hope it's
null
not
and
Dagon.
Faith. It's a South American Tinker. I honestly don't know if it's going to be the Dagon or not, but
Well, when you see Null Talisman and Staff, it looks like Dagon, but it was Null Talisman from the start. Maybe a Yule Scepter against the Nyx Assassin and Ember Spirit might
Radiant's
not be
bottom
bad.
tower is under attack.
Even a 4 Staff
Radiant
to
structures
save
are
his
fortified.
teammates or even himself, position himself better against Nyx.
uh-oh. Oh, poor little SG. We're trying to make a gank play here happen on Abed, but I think they were spotted. And Abed might be playing with them a little bit, but will eventually make his
Radiant's
jump to the
tower
bottom
has fallen.
and join the rest of his team. Just SG not able to really catch a break at all. They had the first lead in. When they got that Blink Dagger on their Bat Rider, they, made that decent team fight happen on the bottom lane,
Dire's
but ever
middle
since
tower
then,
is under
again,
attack.
they find themselves coming up a bit short on trying to get any sort of upper hand on Onyx.
Well, Undying got that level 10. Midas, 90 gold per minute. Let's see his gold progression right now.
Wow.
Not bad.
He suddenly has 300.
Yeah.
He's stacked. So the money's starting to flow for Dubu. That's just
It
one
is
of
a
many
Dagon.
problems. It is a Dagon. Okay, well, I don't know what that says. Maybe they recognize that the only chance they have in this game is kind of finishing out sooner than later, and a Dagon is at his best at this early point in the game. Whether the case may be, Rubik is gone. Holy moly. I know that man's a magician, but that was a serious vanishing act. He's gone now. And Abed, like we saw in the last game, a bit of a stiff, rough start. And this one, the same case. But the second he gets this Veil, he's, there with the team and making plays, making setups, getting pickoffs, and being very aggressive with the remnants and kind of just, making himself super relevant once again. Here he is, third in net worth and has a 2K advantage over even the Lifestealer.
The Stealer seems like he was been struggling. Well, he had a hard lane. But still, I don't know, without Quelling Blade, he farms
Is under attack.
real slow. And they didn't get the good lassos up again this game. He is in Bat Rider a lot of time, but seems like they can't find a pickoff. So he's just wasting a lot of time in that bus.
We'll see a continuation here of SG trying their best to split out the other lanes and slow the roll of Onyx as much as possible. I mean, I know at the same moment they don't want to risk pushing this game too late because only Onyx are going to control still the majority of the map, and just the late game potential they have on their team is already so ridiculous. It's just, I guess, SG just farming up to get to at least the best potential they can here as fast as possible and try to clutch it out with a smoke or something.
They need something to happen. SG, they need to make a move. It's a Dagon 2 Tinker. It seems like they're going all in with items.
Yeah, they're just hoping that he can get in a fight, quickly execute, maybe take out the Lone Druid, snipe down his giant net worth, step out, step back in, and kind of do more of the same. Here we go, though, waiting for the moment when SG want to make their move, and it could be here. They're smoked up. Tavo leading out the charge with the Lifestealer. locked in and ready. Are they going to be able to find the opening? Courier close
This
by.
looks good.
Mason farming the camp around the corner. Oh, the jump from Tavo puts him within the trees. He has to go into flight mode. And this opportunity is gone, just like the others. Unfortunate again for SG.
Again, wasting a lot of time with trying to initiate, trying to find a fight, but they don't seem to manage to be able to do it. Meanwhile, Onyx just farming the map.
Radiant's
And the
middle
Spirit
tower
again,
is under
0
attack.
deaths.
Yep.
Same goes for Lone Druid.
These guys will not die. All
They
part
didn't
of
die
the...
for 2 games, like
Yeah, it's
60
all-
minutes, even more combined.
Now moving into the pit. More of this disciplined play from Onyx here. Not looking to get too excited about the advantage they already know they have for themselves. They're just gonna get the extra life and rinse and repeat. Uh-oh. I think I've seen this before. Rubik goes
Yeah,
down.
this feels like a replay from
Yeah.
from the last game. Rubik getting picked off again and again.
And again. And again.
Dire's top tower is under
We'll see though.
attack.
Come on, SG. This is it. Like, this is their tournament life. You have moments before you're going to be going out. Go out in a blaze of glory, I say.
Radiant's middle tower
Onyx are
has
beginning to crumble down your tier 2s. That's the second one. One more goes down, and you don't even have shrines anymore. And
fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
they're hoping for maybe someone to
what-
TP bottom, but that's not happening.
What SG needs to do, the perfect scenario for them is to initiate with the Bat Rider, try to get a pick off on either Nyx Assassin so Tinker can roam around freely in fights, but that depends if Venge doesn't get the swap, so they need to aim for either Venge or Nyx Assassin. That way Tinker can do a lot of things in fights. It's a Dagon Tree Tinker, so...
So the laser is upgraded again. Uh-oh. Abed's moved. King RG's there. Here's the laser. They got the lasso. All right. They get the snipe, the takedown of Abed. They tarnish his unkilled record, and they will take his 4-kill win streak. And they quickly learn that SG have some extra ammunition here to work with. Do not want to get too hasty, especially that Dagon. I don't know if they knew the Dagon was that powerful, but now they do.
Oh, Booba, bit of in trouble.
Walking in, trying to carapace under the March of Machines. Flame break back, Savage Roar. There's the Dagon. There's another kill. I don't know how many more you need for it to pay for itself, but let's see how much they can get out of it.
Nice initiation by Rubik, but good swap coming out from Demon.
Demon is going to sacrifice himself for the greater good of Mason, who begins to go to work within the trees. Will end up going down. Tombstone's been dropped. SG try to focus it and take it, but they are going to rip it, and they're going to give it more life here. On the other side, though, it's Mason shredding through 40 yards. He earns his killing spree. Tinker running away. The lone survivor here on the battlefield tries to TP, but obviously not going to be able to make it out. Right-clicked apart from Mason. Nice little save from Demon on that one. Keeps him alive and allows him to be able to really be successful in this fight. Abed returns from the dead and also gets his own foot in.
Well, it was the right timing for a bit of bad timing for SG, let's say. They're trying to initiate, good swap from Demon. Ember Spirit just came back, TP'd mid with Boots of Travel, and then they pretty much used everything on the rest of the team. He was just there chasing them and killing what's left of the SG team.
All right, here comes Onyx. Best chance if they want to close this one
Nice
out
stun.
early. Beautiful stun comes out, connects onto 2. Onyx looking to go out in style here. Abed finds himself tied up quite a bit, though. Flame break back, still continues to make it work. With the Mjolnir and the Flame Guard, it's just so much to take in here if you're SG. They drop and lose 3. No buybacks are there. It's only going to be Tinker and his March and Leshrek to defend. Onyx take the tier 3. They'll force out a buyback now from the Bat Rider. And it looks like Onyx are just going to be satisfied with that. they don't really, I guess they don't have any urns
Radiant's
or anything to
middle
continue to
tower is
kind of,
under
Yeah,
attack.
they
bump
have.
everyone up.
Jimmy
Oh,
has
they
an
do?
urn.
Oh, well, they just, we'll just take this and walk away. More of that patient game. Huge win, racks down. No, not racks down, right? No, tier 3 down.
Yeah.
The last game and this game are beginning to blend in my mind.
Meanwhile, look at Undying with that Hand of Midas. He's level 16 right now.
Dang. Advanced 3 levels above where Demon is as fellow support. He's got a pipe now. Ooh, a shiny new pipe. 1,500 gold. And starting to build into that utility. Looks like a mechanism. Could be coming their way soon. Onyx always welcome an opportunity to just get back into the farm. This is a team that...
This is the team that likes to farm.
Oh,
when
yeah.
when something goes wrong, we go back to farming, and they feel safe about it. They always have good wards, so either mid or carry is pretty much safe.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
SG take their way down this mid lane. They are walking over an Onyx ward. So Onyx draw out a new idea. They want to see if they can intercept SG.
Dire's middle tower
looks
has
like.
fallen.
Bulba's here, mid lane. Looking to cut him off from behind, maybe. Got to be careful, though. There's a sentry, and I think they just pinged him. They drop a new sentry. He's already gone.
BKB is up on Lone Druid, so Tinker can't deal any damage to him.
Uh-oh, what's going on over here? Demon's been spotted. SG have finally managed to be able to at least scrap together one little support takedown. They came together and made their adventure towards the top lane, and Little Demon wasn't around. So we'll get a nice little forgiving pick. Obviously nowhere near the end of the world for Onyx, though, as they are content on continuing to press their advantage down these lanes, and they might even just wait it out for the next Roche. We'll have to see.
When is the next Roche? Well, it's not gonna be up that soon.
Yeah, I got 2 minutes before we even have an idea of how long it actually is. Again, I am always an advocate of just they have a timer to show exactly how long it is, at least for us casters / spectators, you know. But I suppose it's
We're
nice.
not casters this game since we're watching from the in-game.
That's true.
Yeah. So maybe just for us,
Yeah, just for us.
so we can feel special little snowflakes.
Oh, Tavo in the trees here. The hunt is on.
Oh,
The slight. Tavo's there. He's revealed. He goes for the TP, and he gets denied. Abed gets the chains off and gets the kill. Unmerciful.
Look at the items on Undying. I mean, that hero has no farm potential. He doesn't kill creeps, and he has pipe plus mech right now coming in next few seconds.
He got the extra 300 health talent as well. I mean, he's tanky without really needing too many tanky items. Yeah, he has the pipe, but now gets even just the extra free health from it. My goodness. Uh-oh. C4T. Blink. Oh, God. I don't want to watch this. Oh, I thought they were going to let him survive for a second.
Yeah.
But nope. Abed says,
Oh, DD.
I'll finish it off. He shows up with a DD to play and goes right for the Tinker kill here. Jumps inside, and Tinker is going to be taken care of. He's out of this one 50 seconds without a buyback. It's looking like this could be the beginning of the end for SG Esports as Onyx are about to secure their way into the next round to be the last team to qualify into the playoffs. So now your final roster is going to be Onyx, Team NP, Digital Chaos, and Complexity.
Pretty much what everyone expected. Like these teams are okay. Sorry for Wanted.
Well, they are the newest team, really, if you compare them
Yeah.
to all those. So it may be as most would expect. Yes, Wanted are individually superstars, TI winners, whatever you may call it. They are the fresher team, though. They may have a lot of scrim time, but even teams like Onyx have been through their share of qualifiers and such. So, gotta have that.
I would actually love to see Team Wanted because I want to see more of them. They look so promising, and I feel they will grow over time.
Yeah. But this is all now about Team Onyx here with this win. SG will be eliminated from DAC, and it's going to be Onyx to kind of match up against Complexity, that means, in the next round there, Lacoste. So Cole versus Onyx is an intriguing matchup in itself. I mean, I guess it kind of boils down to what Complexity team is actually going to show up to play, you know?
Complexity.
Sometimes they show up and they can beat like tier 1 squads, and sometimes they show up and I don't know what the hell's happening.
That's exactly what I want to say. Like, you never know what you can expect from Call.
Yeah.
Sometimes they feel so strong. Sometimes they feel like really disoriented in team fights, and just from the picks and how they play. But sometimes I have a feeling that they can beat pretty much any team if they play it right.
But it's obvious also that Team Onyx also have their share of just like strategies, plans, drafts. There is a lot to consider when you're even going against Onyx in the drafting phase. All those signature heroes we didn't even get to see in this series, the Abed Meepo, Demon's Coddle. Now you have like Bulba's Nyx Assassin. We saw Abed play Ember Spirit twice, and I don't know if I'd want to see it played ever again if I'm going against him. So it's a lot to juggle, and a team now you probably do not want to be overestimating at all. So these playoffs are going to be super exciting. I'm looking forward to it. There is going to be a little bit of a break period between now and when playoffs do start. It's going to be 2 days off. So we all get 2 days off, I believe. Even you get 2 days off, Lacoste,
Thank
because
you. Yeah.
I believe this is unfortunately when our journey together will conclude, unless I get you for like a sub in the future. But you're going to be heading off and joining Lyrical, if I'm not mistaken, for some CIS
Yeah, for
qualifier action.
CIS qualifiers.
That's
Yeah,
going to
that
be
is
awesome.
correct.
That's happening this weekend because you guys are also heading into some playoffs. The action's getting more intense over there. So if you guys enjoyed Lacoste and all of his coverage, you're going to be able to enjoy him over in the CIS region, along with Lyrical Dota and Fogged, who was supposed to be here today, but he wasn't feeling so well. Now has a couple of days off to rest, and he should be back and joining me for the remainder of the American qualifiers. So it's getting exciting for DAC. Any closing thoughts, Lacoste, before we send everyone home?
It was, first of all, it was a pleasure casting with you again, kind sir, and I hope everyone else enjoyed it. Two of us are kind of making like a story. We talk about all the things we did in past, all the jokes and stuff like that. I hope you like it, and well, I hope you'll see from us
You want to do
some
more.
great casting in the
Yeah.
near future. Yeah.
Lacoste hungry. Lacoste is hungry right now. He wants to
Yeah,
do
I'm
games.
hungry,
I
and
mean, he's been casting American Dota at 1, 2 in the morning. This man's gonna do his best to try to get some more work. So you guys continue to give the feedback his way as he continues to try to improve, and I'm sure we'll be seeing plenty more from you. Hit him up again on his Twitter at Lacoste Dota. Thanks again, Lacoste.
thank you.
All right, see you, man. All right, for everyone else, we're done here for today. The American qualifiers are over. I'm going to run the rebroadcast for anyone who happened to miss the action. But the next thing coming up might actually be nothing. I actually don't know if C started the event or finished it. So this may be the end of some qualifiers for a couple of days, or we'll have C first. Whatever the case may be, expect a 2-day break. But then the playoffs come and things get really juicy and really exciting. Guys, it's always a pleasure to bring you the cast. We'll see you next time here on Beyond the Summit for more DAC Dota action. Take care and enjoy your day.